Hello and welcome back to Let's Discover Offworld Trading Company. This is episode 3 of season 1 and we are gonna continue learning to play. So on this episode we're gonna do the make it work scenario. We're gonna learn from Reclamation Industries what it takes to win a market competition against an economic rival. Being morally flexible is a plus. Make it work. Reclamation Industries provides opportunities for hard workers beset by unfortunate circumstances. By committing to a 5-year contract, debts are forgiven and records are expunged. Sam Moreno will show you how to identify an ideal founding location for settling up, a successful scavenger outpost, and a good way to start off strong. The colony of New Amsterdam has just opened its borders to outside investors. It's quite possible that you will face some competition in the marketplace. Alright, let's start. I think this is Sam. They don't say who she is. Let's make it work. Reclamation Industries. Transformation today, a hope for tomorrow. So these guys are hiring cheap workforce by hiring ex-cons and poor people. A new home. There are a few things you need to know about Reclamation Industries before you can help us found a scavenger HQ. First off, we don't use stainless steel as building material. It's good for stuff that's over-engineered, but our low safety standards allow us to use carbon compounds as a primary building material. Carbon? Construction with carbon. Carbon is found in and around impact craters. We can extract it rapidly and convert it into a wide range of construction supplies. People question using construction materials that haven't been field tested yet. People should really mind their own businesses. We also use aluminum and glass to build our structure. Why is most of the map dark? Someone's first rodeo. Time to learn how to identify a good spot to set up shop. The most important choice you are going to make is one of the first ones required: where to set up the Scavengers HQ. We know the location of mineral deposits surrounding the nearby colony, but we need to perform deep scans to verify types of those minerals. Scans? Learn to scan. Yep. Basic scouting and recon. Click an area nearby to perform a magnetic resonance scan. The light pillars is where we know resources are, but we don't know much more than that. We're expecting you to spot a few good locations before you decide where we found. Don't let us down. Alright, so let's scan these 3 locations. Silicon, aluminum, water, oh, there's a lot of them. Alright, nice and balanced. This is a solid spot to found Scavenger HQ. It provides the construction supplies critical for upgrades along with plenty of water to support life supply needs of our crew. I like this kind of place. A balanced location seems smart. Let's continue scanning. There's another crater here, so maybe this is another good place. Great construction supplies. That's hell of a lot of carbon and aluminum. This would give us a fast start and would allow quick upgrade with plenty of core construction materials. I wish there was a better supply of water nearby. Life support matters. Some of us even brought our families on this venture. Start fast is good. Diverse resources. So many options. Here's an interesting spot. It's tricky because the construction resources aren't strong and the closest water isn't great, but silicon is always useful for both glass and electronics production, and having a geothermal so close by makes this location very tempting. Keep in mind that our start here would be slow off the get-go. Alright, having options is nice. Time to make a decision. Our luck seems to be running high at the moment. You are making me no longer regret letting you tag along. Since it seems you're charmed, why don't you make the call on where to find the scavenger HQ? But don't I need to know more? Always more to learn. When we found any resources under the scavenger HQ get strip mined. It's a good burst of resources, but we can't access them as supply later. You can always spend time carefully weighing the strengths of every hard call, but there comes a time when you need to trust your instincts. Okay, time to decide. Where should we find our HQ? Right, so this one doesn't have water but has a lot of building materials. This one has a little bit of building materials and water. And this one has a lot of different things. And a geothermal. Let's go with the balanced one. Worth noting, we've all taken a huge chance moving up out here. Some of us didn't have much to lose in the first place. I wasn't satisfied working hard for another to profit. Frank couldn't afford his home payment and now he's got a 5-year plan. Different background, same goals. Some of our crews are even recently paroled. The only thing we all have in common is hope. Is Frank a criminal? Watch it. Just because some of us have debts to repay doesn't give you the right to look down on them. No one lives a life without a few regrets. I am willing to come to a full account for my shortcomings. Be careful about the conclusions you are willing to jump to. Enough of the lecture, our ship just landed and there is work to be done. Right. Alright, so let's pause here. Build 2 elemental quarries on carbon, build metal mine on aluminium, and a water pump. Alright. Let's do water first. Metal mine on aluminium. Do we go far and get a lot of aluminium? Or a short hop on a low density one? I think I'm gonna go for this one. And now 2 elemental quarries on carbon. Let's build these 2 here. And there they go. Alright, almost done. Efficient and resourceful. I love reclamation industries. While others mine iron and have to refine it to steel, we build straight from carbon. It reminds me of a contract Henry Ford made with a machine shop. There were strict guidelines for how to package and ship the engines they built, down to the type of wood used. After the engine was delivered, the crates were pulled apart and used as floorboards. Every angle was key to the design. Nice, a little something for nothing. Take care of our workers. Because of our reputation, the Scavenger HQ isn't just our business center, it's also our primary residency for our workers. None of us expect easy living, but we do require our daily square, a hot shower, and clean air. Get our life support needs in order before we take the next step. Alright. So we need to upgrade the Scavenger HQ. And for that we are We can do it already. Alright, let's build another water pump. Right there. Let's build a greenhouse farm. And an electrolysis reactor for the oxygen. Not bad, a fine start to this endeavor. We've got reliable productions of most of our construction supplies, and we won't need to be buying life support from the colony. We're in this together. Out here, that's all we can rely on. Indeed. Hello, neighbor. I am excited. Oh, the robots are back with their scare quotes. I am excited to be nearby your location for this business venture. So many new things are happening each day. Competition brings out the best in us. I am expecting a package soon. Please let me know if by accident it is received by you. Will do, and good luck. There goes the neighborhood. I knew this would happen. Looks like we got some competition for New Amsterdam's business. Fresh from Yoshimi, the latest in human replacement technology. Trusted helpers, ever working till the end. More like helping the rich take even more. Damn robots. They seem nice to me. Land grab. Should have grabbed that while we had the chance. Now our competition has a shiny energy source and we are left high and dry. And it won't stop there. This whole endeavor is one big competition. We are fighting over the land, resources, and most importantly, the colony's business. What's our first move? We aim to win. To win this competition, we'll need to outsmart, outproduce, and outsell them. A good indicator of our value is our stock price. It will always appear next to your name. Let's begin by producing some wind turbines so our energy costs don't become their profits. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, we are at minus 1.1. So alright, so energy price is looking good. This is a great chance to make some extra cash with our surplus energy production. We could invest in more energy producers, but when the energy crisis is over, we'd be left with some useless land claims. If those bots hadn't snatched the geothermal source, we'd be the only energy supplier in town. Too late now? Friends in low places. This here is one of those times where being an undesirable is desirable. Our business is on the straight and narrow, but there are plenty of folks scraping by, involved in activities that are less than legit. So many of our workers have suffered under the thumb of big businesses. Many of these independents prefer working with us. You represent a gang of thugs? Allow me to introduce myself. Oh, it's a space hobo. Call me Raskolnikov. Come on, can you find a better name? I represent a group of independent contractors operating whatever works to be had on this frozen wasteland. We are called the black market regulars by locals. If you're serious about surviving out here, you're referred to us as friend. We provide exceptional services at competitive prices. When you find it hard to compete with business as usual, we can provide more interesting options. Independence? A business of criminals. We deplore organized crime of any type, which is why we are so proactive in damaging the interests of these so-called honest endeavors. There is nothing so organized or so criminal in its nature than what is commonly regarded as a corporation. Damn right. We will sell you the services and tools you need to quickly remove that smug smile from their self-satisfied elites you are at loggerheads with. New contacts. Raskolnikov is a good man to have a friendship with. We're going to hire some of his associates to enact a mutiny on the geothermal plant the robot seems so proud of. There's money to be had on the energy market and we don't see a need to share it. You want me to steal it? Survival isn't always pretty. Our lives and futures are on the line here. Most of us have families looking to come off-world with us. Fighting over scraps here is an improvement over their lives on Earth. If it's a choice between me and mine, and some jobs still incorporate algorithm, you best believe it's not even a choice. If it makes it any easier, think of it like borrowing sugar from a neighbor. They'll get it back soon enough. Alright, time to borrow that geothermal then. Alright, let's purchase a mutiny from the black market. Where is the black market? By clicking what button? It says, have some fun. Buy the mutiny from the black market by clicking the button. I don't see the button. Oh, this button. Alright, purchase mutiny. A mutiny allows you to bribe an opponent's building to work for you instead. Eventually the workers will return control of the building to the original owner, but until then you get all the profits. Trigger's Goon Squad. Cost 1,000. Alright, let's mutiny that geothermal plant. Alright, production diverted. The geothermal plant is redirecting its power our way for a while. Time to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor for a change. Let's expand the scavenger HQs so we have the land claims. With those claims I suggest we push into glass and electronics production. Why glass and electronics? The short and long. We need glass to continue upgrading the scavenger HQ at a reasonable price. Electronics are a great short-term move. The robotic factories from Yoshimi need the electronics to upgrade, and their consumption will help move the price upward. They are also used to build some advanced buildings. There is one in particular that will really pique your interest. I trust you. Alright, so we need to upgrade this, which we can already. And then let's build wind turbines. Elemental queries on silicon. Do we have silicon anywhere else? Nope. Alright, silicon. Electronics factory. And a glass factory. Who is neighbor? Do you retain a memory of this geothermal plant? Recalling its story brings up complex connections within. You do not understand our relationship to energy. We have carefully constructed an example. This is called teachable time segment. Alright, this one's confusing one. Sorry about that. I was told to do it. Alright, so that's... Alright. EMP. Building disabled. Better neighbor now. Human consumption equals food. Observe green factories of water consumption. EMP discharge will make this inoperable. Hunger and emptiness. Leave neighbor alone now. That is an awful way to treat a neighbor. Mess with the wrong person. I can't believe the nerve of them. Our people need that food to stay productive, and they know that. If they want to play hardball, we will certainly accommodate them. We're going to use electronic productions to build hacker arrays. This will be the most useful addition to our business. I thought hacking was illegal. Technically not illegal. The hacker array intercepts intraspace communications and adds a little something extra. Instead of food supplies are en route for delivery, no imminent delays present, the message received by the colony becomes no food supplies, imminent delays present. The effect on prices is almost immediate and provides us with a huge edge. Oh, that sounds totally legal. Alright, so let's upgrade again. Build a hacker array. We need carbon and electronics. Alright, we need to buy some electronics. They're pretty expensive though. Alright, that's our hacker array there. We had to sell some carbon for that, but it should be okay. Alright, the hacker array is being built. And we hire a goon squad. Protection, always a good investment. Glad to see the Mutiny West to your satisfaction. Seems like you're getting a good advice from Sam as well. Every time you build something worth having, it pays to invest in some protection. My goon squad will ensure the safety and security of any location you're concerned about. Protection is not their only function. If a competitor is foolish enough to target a protected site, my team will capture and reverse engineer a response for use at your leisure. Sounds like an insurance policy. Alright, let's finish building this stuff. It's almost done, 92%.
The hacker array is finished. Time to change our passwords.
Alright, so electronics look promising. Oh my, it looks like they are trying to take advantage of the attack they launched on our farms. Not as innocent and helpful as advertised, but what is? Seems they haven't decided to begin construction on electronics yet. This is the time to make our move. We should double down on our electronic productions and use the hacker array to short the supply, which will drive prices sky high. Sounds like capitalism. Alright, so use the hacker array to short electronics. Alright. Payoff for patience. Give the hacker time to get their job done and to spread some misinformation on the wire. Get a few more electronics factories online and make sure that our life support needs are taken care of. We were in great shape while borrowing that geothermal, but now that things are back to normal, we're running a little low. It won't be low for long.
Dangerous explosives available to the highest bidder.
Place a bid. I'm still sore about that malicious attack on our farms. This dynamite could be used to teach those heartless machines a lesson in cause and effect. Don't worry about how much cash we have on hand. Auctions are paid by taking on a loan, which will increase our debt. Click on that bid button to raise the stakes and let those robots know we mean business. Dynamite, sounds safe. Sure. Alright, let's speed a little bit here. This is like a child bidding with their father's money, right? So there's some messages here from Rennie 6. Alright, hold the phone. The dynamite is good, but it's not worth that much. They must be pretty desperate for revenge to pay through the nose for that. I'm not saying we dropped it on them at that price, but I think we ended up with a better bargain. That, plus our little insurance policy on the hacker array makes me smile. But I wanted the dynamite. Alright, let's leave that there then. Alright, what are we doing here? We need to build... We already shorted the... So let's build the electronic factories. One there. And one there. Yeah, I made a mistake. I shouldn't build in top of aluminum. Let's build another greenhouse. And another wind turbine.
Sold!
Alright, so we made them waste 28,000 there. At least that. Right, so in 33 seconds we'll be hacking. So we're almost there.
Price manipulations to begin shortly.
Alright. Turnabout. Hello again. Our attention is once again diverted to behavior which is unbecoming of a neighbor. You have built the array of lies. A demonstration is prepared to hasten your retirement. Instead of deception, let me share the concept of destruction. You probably shouldn't touch that.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Mess with the ball. Try as hard as they might, they just can't keep up with us. Almost makes me feel bad for what they were about to do. Looks like we've got some free dynamite and a nice little target. Time to have a little fun. Those poor robots. Alright, so let's use the dynamite on the opponent. Let's see, what do they have here? They have an electronics factory. They don't say on what we should use it. We could use it on their electronics factory or on their geothermal. So much sadness. There is a concept, kindness. I wish that this word was expressed better by you, our neighbor. This loss of our geothermal plant brings me no happiness. It is with certainty that you are now labeled rival. We're only delayed. A repair is shortly forthcoming. Our relationship is beyond repair. Goodbye. You tried using that on me first. Good on you. There you are. Gotta love the powerful statements some high-power explosives can make. Making friends is a fine thing, but in this business, you don't have a choice but to make some enemies. I hope you enjoy trashing some automated bot. I may need a fresh start too. Alright, so many new friends. We have an achievement and expunge our records. Alright, so that was Make It Work. We learned from Reclamation Industries the dirty side of this game. We can sabotage and hack and short some of the prices with hacking. And yeah, it was pretty fun. So join us next time for better living through chemistry. New Meridians will show you the method to outpace the competition through the applied sciences. For now, I just gonna ask you to leave a like or a comment if you enjoyed this episode. And I'm gonna say goodbye, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.